This lesson is on section 10.7 titled Powers of Monomials. So again, we're going to learn another rule, but this time we're going to be kind of really working with the powers. So the power of a power. So to find a power of a power, we must multiply the exponents. So when we have two powers that are right close to each other, okay, so you can think of maybe like on either side of the parentheses, we just have to multiply them, okay? So this is kind of like our third rule of this chapter. You know, first we had to add, then we had to subtract. Now we're going to multiply. So let's look at an example. So this says simplify. So it says a to the fourth power to the third power. Okay, so we're going to just bring over the 8. Okay, and then 4 to the third, so we're going to say 4 times 3. So that's going to be 8 to the 12th power. I'm done. Okay. Next, we have k, so we're going to bring over the k. And then we have 7 and a 5. So we're going to say k to the 7 times 5th power. So that's going to be k to the 35th power, because 7 times 5 is 35. Easy as that. We're just multiplying the powers together. Okay, so now it gets a little trickier. So when we have to now think of a power of a product. So to find the power of a product, we're going to find the power of each factor and then multiply. So if you think about it, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to distribute this m to both the b and the a. So what happens here is we have to multiply a to that mth power and b to that mth power. So let's do an example. So again, before, like if you took off this 4 in this example, we'd be back to, you know, the examples we did earlier, but now we added that 4, so now it gets a little trickier. So now what we're going to have to do is we have to distribute this 4 to each of these numbers here. Okay. So really what this is saying is 4 to the 4th power times p to the 3rd times 3 times 4th power. So then what happens is this simplifies. 4 to the 4th power is going to be 256 times p. You can put the multiplying sign or just leave the p. And then 3 times 4 is 12. So not too tricky, but you just have to remember that this 4 gets distributed to both kind of parts of that problem. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So again, we're dealing with this whole rule of the power of the product. So again, this 5 has to distribute to each term here. Okay? All right, so we're going to be left with negative 2 to the 5th power times m to the 7 times 5 power times n to the 6 times 5th power. Okay, so 2 to the 5th power is going to be 32, and then we're just going to attach the negative sign. And then m to the 7 times 5 is 35. And then 6 times 5 is 30, so n to the 30th power. So then this is my final answer. So again, when you're multiplying, you know, power of products, meaning when two numbers are multiplied together and then you're multiplying by its power, you got to take this power and distribute it to every term of that expression that you're given. And that brings me to the end of this lesson. Thanks for watching.